Hello everybody. Today we're going to read a story about Caillou from this storybook treasury. There are lots of stories to choose one. Let's have a look inside and see which one we're going to choose. I think let's read about the school bus. The school bus. There it is, a big yellow bus ready to take everybody to school. Every morning, Caillou watched for the big yellow school bus that drove down his street. He saw lots of children waiting for the bus. The bus stopped outside Caillou's house. Caillou saw his friend Sarah get on the bus. There she is, with her red rucksack. She said hi to the driver. The driver looked like a nice man. How Caillou wanted to ride the school bus. Caillou asked Daddy, "When can I go on the school bus?" "Let's see," said Daddy, looking at the calendar. "One more birthday and then you'll be old enough." That was such a long time. "I want to go on the school bus now," exclaimed Caillou. "We can look at the bus even if you don't ride it yet," said Daddy. "Let's go see." Next morning, Caillou and Daddy waited for the school bus. The driver opened the door. "Good morning, young man," he said to Caillou. There's the driver, and the bus has stopped right outside Caillou's house, so he can see it as it goes past. The driver's name was Mr. Washington. There he is. "This is Caillou," Daddy told him. "Next year he'll be old enough for school." "But I want to ride now," said Caillou. "Maybe you can have a practice ride tomorrow," said Mr. Washington. "I'll ask my boss if it's all right." All day, Caillou wondered if he would get his ride on the school bus. He really hoped the answer was yes. Caillou drew a picture. "That's me, driving the school bus," he explained. There's his mummy and Daddy, and there's another picture of the big yellow bus. In the morning, Caillou and Daddy met Sarah waiting for the bus. Here she is. She was surprised. "Are you going on the school bus, Caillou?" The bus drove up and Mr. Washington opened the door. "Come along, young man," he said. "We don't want to be late." Caillou climbed onto the bus. Caillou sat right behind Mr. Washington. He gave him the drawing that he had made. There it is. "Now, isn't that fine?" said Mr. Washington. "I'll just tape it here on the dashboard so everyone can see it." Riding the big yellow school bus was lots of fun. Stop, start, stop, start. The bus picked up more and more children. Mr. Washington drove them all to school. At the school, the children got off, all except Caillou. "Time to head home," said Mr. Washington. Caillou didn't want the ride on the school bus to end. He was having too much fun. But when he saw Daddy waiting for him, Caillou was glad to be home. There we can see Caillou's house, just around the corner, and there's his picture. Mr. Washington's kept it on his dashboard. "Did you see me, Daddy?" Daddy helped Caillou down and hugged him. "I sure did," said Daddy. "Did you remember to thank the driver?" Caillou waved to the bus as it pulled away. "Thanks for the ride, Mr. Washington," he called. "See you next year." And that's all for today.